So there's a lot of stuff going on in this lane that I want to talk about. Obviously, the itemization is pretty interesting. Um, so first of all, the karma. Um, I didn't quite sidestep that. The mantra Q explosion range, like radius at the end, is pretty big, so you kind of want to step into it a little bit to get away from the like distance from her where the explosion will hit her, but I didn't quite get it. But I think Karma's in a pretty bad spot now. First of all, just because her shield got nerfed a lot, like just the numbers, but also because in the ancient coin support meta, you can't really poke anybody out, which was one of her big strengths. So um, yeah, you can't poke anybody. So this leads into the rejuvenation bead now pretty well. So obviously I have a rejuvenation bead instead of potions here, and the idea is with Janna, I don't want to take damage. I'm not going to be trading. So I mean, if you can get away with it, obviously it means you waste less money on potions, and you can see I can get away with it here in this lane. Part of it's having a caitlyn. I think with the caitlyn, there's pretty much no support who can poke out Cait Janna because caitlyn just you shield her and she trades so well. Although I think Caitlyn's bad now, but she still has her range in lane. And then obviously the Caitlyn started with the Targon's brace, which they did in LCK. It was with a Twitch Janna, I think. It did not work very well. The idea is to just give Janna more money so she gets her censer faster. And I mean, it's not a bad idea. The downside is items are important for 80 carries, like 80 carries 1 damage. Um, but it's interesting. And I mean, I think in this lane it's pretty good because they're not punishing us at all for it. So I am gonna get a lot of gold between Targons and I have gold gen. I have gold gen seals. I like AP quins, but I also have scaling AP reds and blues. So I'm gonna scale really well, and they're not really punishing us for it. And the downside though is in all-ins like this, we don't do that much. Um, we went for this because Jarvan was coming, and then he wasn't, and then he was. But then also, I think I should have chased the Tristana more here because I didn't realize the TF was going to cut her off. But if I had gone to Tristana executed herself in the tower, but if you shield the tower that executes someone, you get the kill. So if I had chased her to the tower and shielded the tower, I could have gotten first blood, which would have been good. But anyway, I think also by the rejuvenation bead, I said that somewhere else, but um, you don't need the fairy charm. Janna doesn't run out of mana, I don't think, even with the coin giving less mana now. So you might as well just get it because it gives you a faster medallion too. And so, yeah, Caitlyn, you can see, didn't quite have 1,300 gold left, so she wanted to stay to complete her BF sword, um, which is really nice if on your first back your AD carry can get their BF sword. So, you can see the minion wave on your own minimap to know where there's minion wave is, so you can know to charge your Q up. But then Caitlyn and I greeted for the cannon minion wave there because it's going to take us too long to clear it. So obviously we really want to get the farm, but yeah, we probably should have just backed off. Would have had BF sword either way, but um, we just really wanted the farm. I mean, it feels really bad to just leave a wave, just be like, no, we can't get this. But yeah, Hecarim was there. Um, but it's not that bad. I have a decent amount of items. If I had more gold, I think maybe I would have gone Dark Seal, but I don't get very many kills, so it wouldn't have been that good. kind of just want to get a really fast censer. And here, I messed up the minions, so I think Caitlyn wanted to keep those mage minions alive, so the lane would be in a better spot, but I stepped into the bush for too long, so they went up all the way to the tower and died, which meant that we had to just push the lane, which is kind of bad here because we don't have flash. Both our flashes are down, so we want to try and do something, but we really can't go too aggressive because, yeah, if we go too far up with the lane and push this far up, we're just going to die, which I think is what happens. Like, I have a ward. It could be a bit deeper. Maybe that would have saved us. But I think the problem was also just letting the minion wave get so far up means that we really can't go aggressive here. Because you can see, like, 2v2, you know, Caitlyn can poke them, but yeah, like, I think nice tornado, but it doesn't really matter. I could have tried to exhaust, but again, it wouldn't matter. Caitlyn was just dead here. So, I think I messed up the minion wave by letting those mage minions die to the tower, but whatever. On the bright side, though, I'm getting a lot of gold. Also, Caitlyn went coal, so especially with the coal, I mean, this is true for Caitlyn in general, but like, she just is going to be really weak until she gets a lot of farm, and then she's just going to god mode. So yeah, she just has to kill a bunch of minions. Like, Caitlyn's mid-game is already like pretty weak, and with the coal even more so. But you can see I'm doing pretty well in gold, and Caitlyn somehow 1v2s them. I think they like mess up a dive under tower or something. That Caitlyn is Expect Cake, by the way. Who is the one from the Tainted Minds drama, I think? Where they weren't like paying their players or doing laundry or something. I forget. But the what did I say? Oh yeah, he kind of tilted, but like he died a bunch of times, like greeting for farm. But I would kind of rather have an AD carry who greets for farm and dies sometimes than an AD carry who just doesn't do very much. So I don't know. But they go for a play bot, but their jungler is top and ours is bot, so Talia just didn't realize that we had our jungler bot side. I don't know if I even had to ult there. It can be good to ult to split people sometimes, but didn't really need it there, but it's fine. And so we get a kill bot, so we go to dragon, they make a play top. So this is sort of like if you watch that video with the cool circles Scar had of like areas of pressure. It's like our jungler is bot, their jungler is top, so they make a play top, we make a play bot. Yeah, it's just understanding what you can get based on pressure. And now here, I'm down like 300 gold for censer. You get censer with Forbidden Idol and Amp Tome with 1,065 gold. So finishing this tower gives me enough gold for censer. I know all the like how much censer costs with like these items or these items or those. Anyway, so yeah, this is censer pretty early. I mean, we only have one assist, but medallion and censer at 11:38. So yeah, it's pretty early. And having censer means we're gonna win 2v2 for sure. Like Caitlyn's down a pickaxe, maybe it has some attacks, but like none of that shit matters because we have a censer. So like, also I think the Karma doesn't have very good like combat stats for lane because the Aether Wisp movement speed isn't that good. I don't think Aether Wisp is super valuable in lane. Like you don't get that much out of the movement speed part, so yeah, I'm a lot stronger in lane now than Karma. So it's pretty obvious that they're gonna we're just gonna get this tower bot if it stays 2v2. So they have to send a bunch of people bot. So we should definitely. So the pink ward here is good because Akali has TP advantage. So we don't want to get teleported on while we're pushing. But again, with censer versus Karma, who doesn't have useful stats for the lane, we're way stronger 2v2. but I kind of stepped too far up because I just underestimated Akali. It's a really good Akali player. Um, so that kind of was bad by me. It ended up being like 2 for 2, I think. But I just didn't realize how much I would get bursted. It was definitely a very awkward position where I wanted to ult, but with Hecarim and Akali and Talia coming, it's hard to ult. Like, just hard to get in this position to channel it without dying. But here then, I wasn't really sure where we should go. Like, we can go top. The problem with us going top now, though, is like it's the only tower left, so it's like, oh, we should go take top tower, but we're down, like, we're level 8, level 9, versus their solo laner, Akali, is level 10, and the jungle is also level 10, so we're going to lose this 2v2, also because mid-game, Caitlyn still hasn't completed an item, whereas Akali has her completed Hextech Gunblade, so she's a lot stronger than we are at the moment. And I also wasted my exhaust early there, I think. Kind of got it baited out. I don't think I need to exhaust that early, so that was kind of a waste. But yeah, see, Hecarim and Akali are way higher levels than us, which is the danger when you swap lanes like this. Like, we're stronger than their bot lane is 2v2 for sure, but we're not stronger than their top and jungler are, just levels wise. So I think it's better for us to stay going versus their bot lane probably, but yeah. And then Kane does too. I mean, the problem with that might have been that if Kane was stuck versus Akali, he would just die too. But yeah, so Caitlyn's just the problem again, like mid game. Like, Caitlyn needs to kill a lot of minions before she'll become relevant, and she's not at that point yet where she's like outscaled the bruisers, who, Akali and Hecarim are much stronger on just 1 or 2 items than Caitlyn is. So because they're a higher level, they just, Akali gets more out of Gunblade than Caitlyn does out of, like, what does she have? A BF sword and pickaxe or whatever. It's so, yeah, like, the problem with swapping top is that we're not actually stronger than they are. So unless we have, like, a bunch of people top, we can't do anything. And then should have spawned on that tornado. And I don't think I played this that, like, mechanically wrong. We just couldn't hold that tower. We had to just back off. Problem was Caitlyn's still top farming. I mean, Caitlyn's pretty tilted at this point. But yeah, like, I mean, Caitlyn just needs farm though. I was thinking, do we contest the dragon? Do we not? Like, but we probably should have just given up the dragon. We couldn't fight it, especially with Caitlyn top. But like, even if she wasn't top, we probably couldn't fight it. So we should have just traded the dragon for letting Caitlyn get farm top. But I mean, Caitlyn was kind of tilted and, died a bit. But at the same time, Caitlyn really does need farm. So, I mean, it looks like she's just dying for no reason, but, like, she does need to farm. So, anyways, that Akali is really good. He's like rank 1, some super high LP on his main account. That's not his main though. You can see there's like an accent over one of the characters, but Twisted Fate was actually pretty strong, and like Janna, I'm not proactive. Twisted Fate is a much more, like, he's a champion who can actually get picks, so that's good. So like, he's the one making plays to keep us in the game here, and we probably couldn't start Baron, but we couldn't get a pick again. Hecarim CC immune during his ult, but he can't use it while he's CC'd, so we get him down to the point where he's just going to die before he's like out of the CC. And so now that Hecarim's dead, we can go push mid, and yeah, I think it would still be too dangerous for us to do Baron here because they have Akali and Tristana alive who can clean up fights really well, and Karma and Talia can kite really well. So it would be really dangerous for us to do Baron. So it's not that we don't value Baron, but we just couldn't get it there without probably dying and throwing the game. So we settle for the mid tower, which is also, very good. Let's see. Oh yeah, gold-wise, I'm gonna have a lot more gold than Karma now. I mean, not a lot more, but when you consider that, like, even tower, she has more assists than I do, but um, like items wise, I think I'm in a stronger spot than she is. Also, she got very late Mobies. I'm not sure I agree with that, but anyways, Caitlyn backed. We went for a pick on Akali, which is good to shut down the Akali because she was really strong, but that meant we sent 3 bot, and Caitlyn recalled. I'm not sure even if Caitlyn didn't recall if we could have actually contested this because, yeah, like even if Caitlyn stayed, maybe we would have just not done anything. So I'm not sure that's worth trading just 1 life for Baron. Like and then here, go for a pick on Tristana, but don't kill her. And Jarvan doesn't have a stone plate, so he dies. And I'm in a really awkward position when I try and channel my ult. Like I'm just way too far forward, so I die. And I wasn't with my AD carry. Like you always want to be sort of with your AD carry behind them a bit, so you don't die yourself while you channel your ult. So yeah, I was in a bad spot there. But also, it's sort of unfortunate when you have like dive champions that try and dive on the enemy AD carry, but don't manage to kill them. That can sometimes lead to bad team fights. And so then here, Caitlyn's still top, like farming, dying. But I think maybe I should have been with her at this point because previously we couldn't do anything even if I was with Caitlyn. But now she has 3 items. So if I was with Caitlyn, like I could keep Caitlyn alive and she could actually do damage. And you can see here, we don't have the damage to kill Akali without Caitlyn through her spell vamp and karma shields and stuff. So I think I should have probably started getting with Caitlyn. But also, Caitlyn chose to get a Hex Drinker here and go into like Maw, which I actually really like because I think normally you probably get like the Last Whisper item or something at this point, but it's not like you need lifesteal, right? I'm gonna keep him healthy, and could go Last Whisper, but the problem on their team is like Akali's not that tanky of a front line, but she just has the potential to burst you. So yeah, the Maw is really good here. Actually, really like it. And I'm not in any danger of dying there. So shield, connect base. And this is what I mean when if a diving champ like Akali, who isn't really a tank, who's just more of a diver, if they dive in and don't kill the AD carry, it's really bad. And so, shield, ult, shield, more shields, and just keep shielding the Caitlyn. And that was actually really close. Akali does a lot of burst. This was also close because the shield wore off, but 45 CDR, the shield's pretty much always up. So yeah, just keep shielding Caitlyn and keep shielding Caitlyn, and yeah, if it's a good AD carry with items, that's good stuff happens. So we don't get anything off that. But now we should just group mid and force, like, Caitlyn is huge. If I'm with Caitlyn, they can't kill her, so we just want to, like, I don't know, abuse how much stronger we are. We get a nice fight here. And Caitlyn's pretty much, like, untouched this entire time. So Baron is spawning in 30. So we can just push mid, and also another reason it's good for us to be mid is our mid inhib is down, so being mid means we can kill the super minions, but yeah. So we get the mid inhib, and then we can immediately go to Baron. And they're still dead for a long enough time that we can, like the Baron spawn time worked really well here, where we can go for the inhib and then get Baron. But the Akali made a really good decision to teleport bot there, I think. Like that was the only thing, like only decision that could keep them in the game, because I still have ult exhaust up, so there's no way Akali can come kill Caitlyn. And I probably could have saved TF there. Yeah, that was my bad. So by splitting, the Akali puts a lot of pressure on us, and yeah, we turn here. I think it's probably fine to ult there. I also, instead of getting a locket, which would have been right here, I think, I mean, I don't like locket on Janna because um, I don't, I'd rather buy like stats than like a defensive item, but a smart player like the Akali will just focus the Janna because I'm going to be shielding Caitlyn, and there's no way he can get through all the peel I have for Caitlyn and all the survivability she has herself. So there's no way he's going to kill Caitlyn. But if he kills me first, then he can kill Caitlyn afterwards. And I mean, in general, it's a really good strategy to focus the support, I think, in team fights because someone like Janna or Sona or Lulu, if you try and focus their team, then they'll just keep them alive. But if you focus the support, there's no one who can keep the support alive. So like, if you're like an Annie or someone, you really want to focus the support. But anyway, Talia saves the game, and now we have 2 inhibs down. So we want to turtle. Also, we just want to fight because, like, when you have inhibs down, yeah, it's just good to force a fight before they just push in with all the minions. Plus, like, we can win a team fight here. Caitlyn stays alive, keeps auto attacking, and yeah, I keep peeling the Caitlyn, and yeah, we just win the fight. Caitlyn carries it, and after that, we just push an end.